Hello, ladies and gentlemen, attack helicopters and every other gender to the Bold and Brash Podcast, episode who knows anymore. And today we're going to be talking about prices of video games, who the hell would actually pay them, video game collecting, and probably some other things down the road. So I am once again joined by Larry.
Yo.
And our most famous guest star, who is basically just, a mainstay now, Benson.
Hello.
And sadly, Danny does not join us today, but we have to press forward anyways, because we haven't made one of these in long enough. So, who wants to begin today?
I guess I will.
Alright.
So, as somebody who is a avid video game enthusiast,
Alright, I like that word.
I have a few vintage games
Alright.
around, like Super Mario Land,
Yeah.
Pokemon Red,
Yeah.
Pokemon Crystal, like those kinds of games.
Alright.
Like the good vintage stuff that looks really good and plays really well.
You know what's weird?
And I've also played like Dr. Mario too.
Oh,
I played that before, like on an NES too.
yeah.
It's weird, but it's cool though.
Yeah, it's a good game. I have it on the NES too, I think. The weird thing is when I think of vintage though, like I hear people say vintage video games, I usually think of porn because you always hear vintage porn, like the magazines.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically we're on eBay, browsing around looking for, something special for an upcoming project. I guess we can just say it here. We were looking for a Sega Saturn. There's pretty crazy prices, and while Larry was looking, he happened to find a few interesting situations. So, care to share with us, Larry?
All right. Now, I would never expect to see the day where someone would be willing to pay an entire year's salary and then some for a video game. So I was looking up on eBay, nothing better to do with my time. And what do I see? I see someone selling Mega Man 2 for $1 million goddamn dollars.
What the heck?
What a damn shame.
Yeah.
Like, something worth that much, it would either have to be like the first of those games ever made, be like a prototype.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It might be a prototype.
And also be like down to the nines mint, like condition wise, with all the papers and all the documentation to go with it, for it to be worth that much.
No, not even that. Maybe with all the documentation, maybe $100. Mega Man 2 isn't even really a rare game. See, this problem that people think, and I see this a lot on eBay, people go on and they think, oh, I got an old game. Old means rare. Everybody wants this. So they go on there with their copy of, Super Mario Brothers. There's like 300 or 30,000 million or 30 million copies sold or something like that. So, I mean, it's not that hard to come across. And they're like, this must be worth at least $100. And it's like, no, old doesn't mean rare. But Mega Man 2 is, I don't know what it could be that would make that game so rare. Was it in the original plastic or anything?
Who knows?
The weird thing is that you also said that people were actually bidding on it, so somebody actually wanted that game, right?
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
even the same thing happens with like old guitars and stuff. Because I'm a guitar nerd and I love old vintage stuff.
Yeah.
Like, to me, in the things I do know, there's certain guitars that are worth more because of the features on them that makes them worth more.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's a game, it's just a thing with the friggin' motherboard, like a little thing in it, like the actual housing of the game, encased in a piece of plastic that probably runs really well or whatever, but,
Yeah, well, the thing is with, like, buying, like, first of all, since just going back to Mega Man 2 again, if it's, like, it's Mega Man, you could probably get it pretty much anywhere. There's a collection out for the PS4 right now. You could pay $1 million, like, you can pay $20 for that and save, like, $1 million on it. And you get 6 other games included with it, or 5 other games. Like, maybe if it was a game that you couldn't play or something, like it was really rare and somebody wanted to play it, I'd understand that. But even then, and Larry's probably going to disagree with me here, but you can emulate it if you really Do you really
Yeah,
want to?
'cause we're in that period in life now
Yeah.
where you're able to do that.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to spend, like, if it's like, I'll use Pokemon for example, because when you buy a Game Boy, it's like the first game that you want.
Yeah.
Realistically, you rather than spend like $400 on a Pokemon game that is mint in box,
Yeah.
with everything included,
Yeah.
is all great. But then again, you can just find it on the internet and just emulate it that way. You're still getting the same experience. You're just getting it in a new format.
Well, I don't know, Larry. What are your stances on emulators?
As someone that has used emulators before, I don't I love emulators, but they're a pain in the ass to install.
Yeah. So you're fine with them. You don't think it's like I don't know what people say, like taking money away from the original people who made the games or anything?
No, it's not my problem with it is how how hard it is to install nowadays.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's a difference though between like an emulator and having the actual game, because it's not the same experience playing an emulator on your computer as to like an actual putting the cartridge in the system, plugging the controller, and there's something that's why I understand that people collect, but still paying like crazy amounts of money for something like that, I don't get that. Like even Nintendo World Championship, which is like the rarest game ever, who would pay like you could pay like 20 million or it's something like that. I don't know. I'm probably getting these estimates wrong. Or you could buy a fucking mansion or like a car or something. Maybe not a mansion, but a nice ass house. Like, why spend it? Why spend it on a video game that you're probably gonna play like never? Just put it on the shelf, But yeah, that's what we got to say on that. So I guess move on to next topic. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got?
Hold on. It says here why you should play the Sega Saturn.
All right. So should we say our plans for the future with the Sega Saturn? I think Larry might want to explain this.
Who wants to start?
I think Larry might want to explain this. It was kind of his idea.
Plans for the future.
Alright, but I need to do one thing which will make this even more authentic.
Okay. All right. What is that thing? I'm just waiting for it. I think I know what it's going to be. Alright.
Alright. So, if you remember Street Fighter, the movie, based on the game, you'll know that they made a game based on the movie, based on the game. So I thought, man, if only we could get all the Golden Brass boys to meet up in a single location, like record the TV and us while we're playing at the same time, get Streeter the movie, and just basically do an arcade run as Guile on it.
Yeah.
So, we're still getting copyright strike for this.
Yeah, we might get sued for that. I don't know. So yeah, we're just thinking, people have done this whole shit on YouTube before, play a bad game, talk about it, but people seem to only stick to the main stuff. Like, how many reviews have you seen of Sonic 06 over the years? Probably like 400, because everybody just shits on that game, or another game that everybody hates. Like, they just shit on certain games, but the Sega Saturn is legendary. Sega Sonic Heroes, Final Will and Testament. And was that you, or was that did you get a video of that?
That was me.
That was pretty good. But anyways, so nobody's really looked at the shitty games on Sega Saturn, because it's like kind of like more an obscure console. So we're like, Street Fighter the movie game, some people have talked about it. We gotta play it. It's the best Street Fighter game, I mean, it's
beat only by the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Let's be honest. To be honest, it probably does beat Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
At least you get the entire roster from the get-go.
Yeah. What are the characters in that game? Like, it's like Guile. I've never seen that movie.
Let's see. In the Street Fighter movie, there was some exclusive characters, I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah.
I'll look them up.
Okay. So.
Okay, so... Huh?
No, keep going.
Okay, so the roster, as from what I could find, consists of Ryu, Vega, Guile, Sagat, Ken, E Honda, Chun-Li, Cammy, Balrog, M. Bison, Akuma, Zangief, a Bison trooper named Blade, and Captain Sawada. Basically, it was like the director's brother, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I heard about that, I think.
And they tried to force him in.
Yeah, and he was like a terrible actor. Like Mafia 3, where they put the director's daughter in there, and she was a terrible actor. It's always funny that used to happen in old movies. Yeah, okay. And then they made a game out of it and put all those characters in there?
Well, actually, Akuma wasn't even in the movie.
Really? Well, Akuma's actually, I don't think I want to see Akuma in live action. I don't think that'd work. I mean, his skin is kind of like, I don't even know. He's like pink. His skin is like pink or something, like brownish pink.
Akuma?
Yeah.
Really? I always thought that like in the movie it was pink.
No, I'm just talking about like when you see him in the Street Fighter 2, his sprite looks like pink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I always thought his skin was like more tannish though.
Yeah, but he's probably Japanese, but I don't know. He just looks weird in the game. He's got a huge ass nose, red eyes. You know, how can they recreate that without it being cheesy as fuck?
Well, he is supposed to be half demon, so.
And then you got the Mortal Kombat movie with Scorpion saying, "Get over here," and that Goro.
Oh, that beautiful CGI Goro.
I can't believe they never made the game out of Mortal Kombat. What are they thinking?
I mean, by technicality, Street Fighter the movie is a ripoff of Mortal Kombat because they use digitized actors. So
true. Actually, Mortal Kombat wasn't the first ones to do that. It was Pit Fighter, but that game sucked, so nobody cared. So, I don't know. What games do you guys think that you'd want to see? What games do you think you would want to see movies made of?
That's a tough one for me because I've seen so many like
bad video games
that have been turned into movies, and it all goes to hell, basically.
Yeah.
But I think there's still a very small list of movies that I think could be good if they're done the right way.
Yeah.
I think Minecraft as a movie would actually be really entertaining.
You think? What would the story be?
I don't know. I just know that it would be really entertaining because the whole point of it, because the whole genesis of the game is you can just the possibilities are endless, so you can really have that to your advantage if you went in and made a movie based on that. And another one that I would like to see would crap, I can't remember what it. Do you think Pac-Man would make a good movie?
Well, he had a TV show and it was terrible, so I feel like if they made it really serious, I think that like Pac-Man is like a space marine or something. He gets stranded in a maze and he meets people. It's like Maze Runner, but it's Pac-Man. I think would be great.
I think that would make it better. There's, I don't know. What do you guys think?
What do you think, Larry? I think I have a few.
I was about to say Resident Evil, but I found out that there already is a Resident Evil movie.
6 of them, I think.
Huh?
I think there's 6 of them.
And now I just found out that there's also a Mass Effect movie too, so I got nothing.
There is?
A Mass Effect movie?
Yeah, I never heard of that. Well, I can tell you.
It's upcoming.
Oh, okay. So we had the Assassin's Creed movie, which I knew was going to be bad right out of the gate, and it disappointed. Just as bad. Probably the only bad movie I've seen in theaters in like 2 years. We've seen Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider looks pretty cool coming up. If you guys have seen the trailer for that,
I have seen the trailer for that.
I'm trying to think what would work. Like, I never really wanted to see a Mario movie. I mean, like, what story could you tell? It'd probably just be, there is a Mario movie, but, like, let's forget about that. I think maybe Mega Man could work as a movie if they didn't make it too Japanese. Like,
Yeah.
maybe have it, like, I'm not sure how exactly they would do it, but just, like, have it be kind of, like, cartoony, or don't make it like super gritty, like I am Mega Man. My family was taken away from me 45 years ago, and I have been waiting for that day to get my revenge on Dr. Wild. Like, don't do that. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
There's a song.
I think Portal as a movie would be cool.
Oh yeah, Portal might be cool actually. If they told the story of the first 2 games and then made it into a movie, there'd probably be enough there for it.
And then maybe, because the ending of the game, like of Portal 2, kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You could expand upon that further and have kind of like what Shell's life was like.
Yeah.
Afterwards, because you just see open field and then it ends.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what her life is like afterwards.
Yeah. That could actually be kind of interesting if they told the story through like, she already went to Portal. A new story was happening, like, in the city, and it was like her having flashbacks of being in the Institute. That could be kind of cool. I was about to say the reason Portal couldn't really work as a movie is because there's not really enough characters in Portal to hold a movie together. Watching one person. But it could be cool if they kind of threw everything together. Ratman and his stories and flashbacks. Maybe a new story going on in the city. Maybe the world has changed since she got trapped in there. GLaDOS would be interesting.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think of like other properties that you could do something similar to that with. But it's...
To be honest, I don't think, like, they'll make a movie out of any video game, because there's been an Ace Attorney movie, and there's also been an Animal Crossing movie. And Animal Crossing is like, what the hell would you do with that movie? Nothing happens in Animal Crossing. There's no story.
Maybe it's just like the everyday life of the villager.
Maybe. I kind of want to watch it, but I don't know if it's been dubbed. And the Phoenix Wright thing, oh my god, looked awful.
There would be... I know this is kind of off topic in terms of a video game movie.
Yeah.
But is there any cartoons that you would like to see as movies? Like full-length movies?
Shows that should get a full movie.
I think Gravity Falls should get a movie.
Yeah, I think Gravity Falls should have had a movie to finish off the series, to be honest.
I think that you could... I know you have, like, the main, like, 2 seasons, like, the story.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could still do a lot with it.
Oh, yeah, there's like Stan and Ford.
You could kind of have it to where, like, because Zip and Mabel are twins.
Yeah.
And you could have it cut, let's say, they're like 12 in this show, right?
Yeah.
So you could have it cut, I don't know, like a few years down the road, and they're teenagers, like they're young adults.
Yeah.
And they have to go back because something happened or whatever.
That could be interesting. Like, Stan and Ford disappear, and then they show up. I don't know, Gravity Falls ended too soon. Like, 2 seasons and only 40 episodes. I don't know, it was like, there was more there.
I see a lot of world building that could happen with that show.
Yeah. Like, or they could tell, like, they could tell some story. Like, I think it'd be interesting if Dipper came back to Gravity Falls, started writing his own journal or something.
Yeah, I think that would be...
Or maybe have Dipper and Mabel not even be the main characters of this movie. Maybe have a new kid come to Gravity Falls or something and tell that story. Maybe Dipper and Mabel are gone missing or something's happening to the town. Like, yeah, there's tons they can do with that. What?
Or dead.
Yeah, make a really dark movie. To make it dark and gritty and edgy.
Yeah, I think even with Stan and Ford, there's still story left there as well, because you have in flashbacks what life was like
for
them, and then everything that led up to kind of the seed planted for what the series became.
Yeah.
But I think there's even more that you can do.
Yeah.
Because, like, well after the series has ended, there's still a story that you can tell with them and the adventures they go on after the fact.
Yeah.
That has happened.
I was thinking maybe an Avatar movie, but sadly that already happened. And they got a really bad director to do it, so I guess we can't really do that. I'm trying to think of some other shows that, I don't know, what kind of shows did you guys watch as kids that, like, really didn't get finished?
To me, I don't know. There was, it's tough because there are those shows that, actually there is one that it was made in the 90s, but it was on in the early 2000s, and I watched it like it was my religion.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s.
Well, there's definitely been Spider-Man
Ending
movies.
of that show was on such a cliffhanger, it pissed me off.
Really? What was it? What was it? Spectacular Spider-Man, was it?
No, it was like it was like a Spider-Man cartoon from like the 90s or something.
Huh. I might have seen that.
It was good. Like, basically, there's a point in this series. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna like IMDb this right now. Yeah. But basically, Mary Jane goes missing.
Yeah.
Like, something happens to her. There's like a Green Goblin smackdown or whatever, and then she ends up in like a limbo.
Yeah.
And then Madam Web, who's like this kind of spiritual figure lady or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of becomes Roland Peters' life, and he goes off does the whole secret war thing, and that happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean.
And then Spider-Man comes to like what would be our reality.
Yeah.
Where he meets Stan Lee, and in Stan Lee's world, he's a work of fiction.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So that's the real world.
Madam Web's like, we're going to take you to find the real Mary Jane Watson, because in the series, Peter has a clone. He gets married to a clone of her.
Yeah.
That's not real. Like,
yeah.
She's made out of water.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's confusing.
She's not a real person. And then it doesn't even show him finding her afterwards. Just leaves him that cliffhanger and does not continue. I'm like, what the hell?
I think I found one that could use a movie. I think Jimmy Neutron probably could have used a movie, since that series just kind of ended abruptly too. The final episode, I'm pretty sure, was the Timmy Power Hour, which was like a crossover. So, yeah, I think if it had a movie, you know, it could like kind of end up. Shows like that can't really end in any way, but I don't know. There could be some kind of closing to it, like, you know, one last time seeing Jimmy Neutron and all them. Because that show was doing good and then it just like disappeared, so I don't know. Didn't it have a spin-off or something? You guys remember that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was very shitty. Yeah. Well, what's it called? Hey Arnold just got a movie, but I never watched that as a kid, so I guess that's not really too exciting. Pokemon's had like freaking 40 movies at this point, I think.
Yeah, it has.
We'll have. I'm pretty sure this is the 21st movie this year.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Remember Kim Possible?
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember I had the biggest crush on her as a kid.
Well,
who didn't though?
Well, tying into this perfectly, Kim Possible's getting a movie.
Yeah.
Which is live action, and guess who is playing her in that movie?
Who?
Bella Thorne.
I'm actually not shocked.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
It kind of looks like her enough to where it wouldn't be completely weird.
Alright. Time to whip out the lotion.
I hate Bella
puts
Thorne.
the lotion in the basket.
And then I put it on my dick.
Oh my god.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Isn't that that friggin' Silence of the Lamb or whatever?
Yeah. I've seen that as other memes though.
People
There was one, it was a guitar meme.
Yeah.
It was it puts the it puts the Les Paul in the basket, or it gets the hose again.
It told me.
I'm like looking at this meme. I'm like, why the hell did I not think of this? Like, this is great.
People told me that was like the scariest movie ever. It was like scarier than any other movie, and that if you watched it, it'd be like terrifying. I didn't think it was scary at all. Some bald guy is the freaking monster, and how is that scary? Just he's in a prison cell the whole time too. He looks like freaking that Lobo guy from Star Wars. I think it might be the same actor. But yeah. So I don't know. I didn't really have any of those shows as a kid that I was like, oh shit, end it. I wish I had no more. If a show ended as a kid, I was just like, whatever. I'm just gonna watch something else. I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, yeah, like there are those shows that you don't really care, but then
Maybe
it's life, right?
Maybe Kid vs. Kat might be a good show to make a movie out of, since that kind of got ended. That was like one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I wonder, like, there's so much that you could do with it.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell, like, here's how I picture the movie even starting out. You have it start out with Kat, like, on whatever planet it's from.
Yeah.
And then like, whatever events led up to it crashing to Earth.
Yeah.
Then, then the show picks up, and then it could, like, cut to Cooper's older.
Yeah.
Like he's grown up.
Yeah.
And, maybe Kat goes away or whatever, then it comes back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be like, starts off with the cat landing on Earth, and like how it got there. And then it's like Cooper when he's older, and he's like saying like, I remember fighting the cat back in the day. One day it just disappeared, and then my life went on, and then I had a normal life after that. And then like the cats were like coming back and messing with them again, like they were invading every house in the entire like city or maybe the whole world. Everyone thought they were just good cats, and then they just like start taking over the planet. Coop's the only one that like knows that they're evil. He gets thrown in jail for like the cats frame him for something, and then like the world gets taken over, and him and like that Asian kid that always followed him around.
Yeah.
Could just like
So basically, what you want is Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
With a cat.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Planet of the Apes with cats and a nerdy kid.
That's what we need. That's what we freaking need.
That's it?
That's yeah.
Okay, I'm down with that.
How perfect would that be?
Beautiful.
If they had the money to finish off that show, they should do that. That would be so awesome.
That would be pretty funny.
And then just have Coop kill Cat at the end or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the dramatic climax.
Yeah. But yeah. I think the worst part about that is that show was actually supposed to be like a comedy show, but like I was like so invested in the action of that show, so.
Yeah, like I feel like it was one of those shows that like appealed to everybody.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to specifically be a comedy fan or an action fan or whatever, just appeal to everyone.
Yeah. Has there been a Family Guy movie yet?
There has. They did like parodies of the first 3 Star Wars movies.
Oh, that was a movie?
Yeah, they did 3 parodies of the original 3 Star Wars movies.
Was it like in the theaters?
Yeah, I think it was. I think so.
Oh, okay.
There was one that was like, I remember what the Return of the Jedi one was called. It was called It's a Trap.
Oh yeah.
There was the one for Empire Strikes Back was called something Dark Side. And I do not remember what the other one was called.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this one was called, but I knew it was. There was 3 of them. But I would love to see a Family Guy movie.
Yeah.
Where, because like even in the series, you get a small glimpse. Because there's the episode where Stewie goes to the future.
Yeah. And
he meets himself and finds his family in the future.
Yeah.
But I feel like building, like, sure, the cartoons and who the hell really cares if they age or not.
Yeah. True.
But I still think it would be cool to have a movie that takes you through like
their whole
them
life.
all growing up.
Yeah.
And like everything that goes with that, and Stewie coming to grips with the fact that life doesn't turn out the way he wants, which is he wants to take over the world.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen, and like him dealing with that, and even
That's
Chris and Meg when they're grown up and then they leave.
That's deep.
Like, what is that going to have? Like, what type of effect will that have on Stewie when he's growing up or whatever?
I just say if they ever do the Family Guy movie, I think they should do it as like the finale of the entire series. Like just sometime in the next couple of years, make that movie, finish off, like have it be the climax of the entire series, and then just end it. And then you'll still have American Dad. Family Guy's been going on forever.
Yeah, it's been around for
It's going on for even longer.
Yeah, Simpsons has been around for like 25 years.
But Simpsons is like not good anymore. Family Guy's still pretty good with most of its episodes. Simpsons is like I haven't laughed at the show like in such a long time. Nothing like it's all celebrity cameos now, pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the one character that they sort of made better in a way was Ralph.
Who?
Ralph Wiggum, the dorky little kid who always makes some like ridiculously stupid comment.
Oh yeah.
He's the Chief Wiggum's kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like they made Ralph hilarious.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with Family Guy too. Like it started off, and like the characters used to be better in old Family Guy, except for Stewie and Brian, who got better as it went on. Like they're probably the best characters in the series.
Yeah, I would agree. Like I feel like, sure you had like, it was like 1999, then Family Guy got taken off the air for like a year.
Yeah,
I think. Then it got back in 2005 and has still been going strong ever since.
Yeah.
But it's been like 19 years, almost 19 years, and it still blows my mind that it's still relevant and still is talked about today as it was back then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it for cartoons, I think. I mean, cartoon movies actually seem to work out more of the time than video game movies. Like I think there's been two good video game movies. Wreck-It Ralph and Pixels was alright.
Yeah.
Shrek it.
Yeah. Like that wasn't even based off a video game. They just used and it was made by Disney, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well, Wreck-It Ralph was made by Disney, so.
What?
Yeah.
What, Larry?
Did you know that they're making another one?
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. I don't know if I like that name.
I'm just curious to know what it's gonna be, or what it's gonna look like.
It's gonna be terrible if they go like into the internet and they like find a bunch of memes and shit, and they're like, "Haha, look at this Facebook post." Like maybe if they go to Tumblr or something, that'd be cool.
I feel like Wreck-It Ralph will be good because just of kind of because of the subject that they want to go for this movie, where it's more like maybe it's the internet is just becoming like a new thing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, holy crap, what am I going to do? How am I going to deal with my life? Where will I go? What will I do?
Yeah. Somebody wrote out, like one of the directors, after the first one came out, he said that they had like two concepts for the movie, and I forget where I heard this. So people are like, where the fuck's your source? Like, sorry, I don't have one. But it's like, he said one of them was like, think of this. Ralph is in one arcade in one place in the world, but there's other arcade machines of Ralph, so we might do something with that. So I'm thinking maybe they'll do something with like an evil Wreck-It Ralph or something, or like him coming to terms that he's not an individual and there's like a bunch of different arcades all over. Or maybe, and this I think would be kind of interesting, if the arcades were starting to get phased out and the consoles were starting to like come in, like, home consoles, the arcades starting to disappear from America, and Ralph thinking like, how am I gonna, pretty much what you said with the internet, by him being like consoles instead of internet, and him being like, how am I gonna adapt to this? How are games like me gonna survive with consoles and stuff? I think that could be interesting. So
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, like have Mario be the bad guy or something. You imagine?
Oh, that'd be cool. And like because you know, it's you have classic Mario, like the classic character that is Mario, and then you have Ralph. So it's
Yeah, and he's like a villain and Mario's a hero, and like switch the roles or something and be like, Mario is bringing the consoles in and he's like getting rid of the arcades or whatever, so Ralph has to like fight him.
yeah, that'd be cool.
And then at the end,
Consoles are gonna take over your fucking arcade, you little bitch!
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
oh, that
Take
dates,
the spaghetti and shove it up your ass, you little bitch!
that dates us a lot. People are gonna look back at this and be like, yeah, that was definitely 2018.
Yeah, because the spaghetti. Because spaghetti.
So yeah, that could be interesting. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I kind of hate that one character from Wreck-It Ralph, that Penelope or whatever, the girl that followed him around. She was kind of an annoying ass character, but you know,
Yeah, she was a fucking bitch.
Ralph for Smash port, please add him.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, that'd be so awesome because like he actually, he wouldn't feel out of place. He's been in other video games before. He's been in Sonic before, so he wouldn't feel out of place. So I don't know. Maybe we should finish up this Smash Bros thing because we still got some time left, and I don't know if we'll make a whole episode on it. So,
Yeah, how much time do we got?
14 minutes. So,
Okay.
obviously, Sega does Sashiro has to be in the game. Please add, and his stage will be a giant Sega Saturn. Yeah. So of course that has to be in there. So who else do you guys think? These are like, they can be off the wall characters. If you want to say Shrek, I guess, whatever. But
Captain Sawada from Street Fighter the movie.
I think a cool Smash Brothers character because if you wanted to do like, I think the crossovers for Smash would be so cool. Like a lot of crossovers.
yeah,
Like if you say that you have the Nintendo properties and like Marvel properties. Like you have like Iron Man or like freaking Thor, man. You have the God of Thunder.
I don't know
in your
about
game.
that.
I think that would be cool. Or have like a DC crossover with Smash Bros. Or whatever. I think that would be.
Remember the last fighting game crossover with DC?
Yes.
Oh my god. I don't know if I'd like that. I mean, would they really, like, Solid Snake wasn't really fitting in with everybody else, but could Batman or Superman fit in? Butler?
But it's Solid Snake, man. You don't question him.
Well, he didn't come back, so obviously somebody questioned it. And now he never will, because Konami will hold Solid Snake forever.
I'm sorry, dear friend.
Oh well, I didn't really use him that much. Yeah. And since he was in Brawl, I don't think anyone's really gonna miss him too much. Nobody liked Brawl anyways. Nobody played that game.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Marvel DC crossovers. I don't know, Larry, what kind of off-the-wall character, besides General, what's his name?
What?
What was the general's name that you said? General Wada or something?
Oh yeah.
I think one thing they should do is change the Miis from just generic-looking Miis to Reggie. What's that guy's name? Miyamoto, and like just change them to like Reggie and all that, and then Reggie can have like a taunt where he's like, "My body's not ready."
Crossover. Actually, I had an idea for a crossover.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
Okay. That I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
Imagine.
I want it to happen, but Mortal Kombat isn't really much without its fatalities, and I don't know if Street Fighter would allow it.
I'm looking at you, MK versus DCU.
Yeah, exactly. That's it'd be kind of weird styles too, because DC and Mortal Kombat have a similar style, but like Street Fighter is super happy and light and anime, and and then freaking Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat is like realistic, dark.
American. You know. I mean, Tekken versus Street Fighter was okay, I guess. Kind of. I don't know. Should have played with Tekken mechanics instead of Street Fighter, but besides that, it was an alright game. So maybe it will happen. They have kind of different styles as well, but they kind of made it work. Alright, so who else could we add to Smash Bros. To the already pretty much full roster?
Third party.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Phoenix Wright into Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and why not add him to Smash?
Oh, I think that would work, actually. I think that he would be perfect for that. He could just, not play the same way, but he could, throw books. He could have that jump that he has. His final Smash would be the judge showing up and being, objection, just kill everybody.
Oh, or, just a giant ass objection that kills everything in sight.
Yeah, I think something like that would be really cool. Capcom has a lot of characters that you could probably, we already got Mega Man and Ryu, and, they're both awesome.
Doesn't Capcom own Pac-Man as well? Or am I thinking of Namco?
That's Namco.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, what properties does Capcom own?
I'll look it up right now. Capcom franchise. They own Resident Evil. No, do they own Resident Evil or Silent Hill?
Yeah, they do.
I think Silent Hill.
Yeah, I think.
Or does I want to say Silent Hill?
No, I think it's Resident Evil actually. Maybe we could see the guy Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins could be kind of cool. They own that night. He was in what's that game called that you just said, Larry? Marvel vs. Capcom
3?
Yeah, he was in that, when the roster was actually, kind of complete, unlike Infinite.
Where's Doom and Wesker?
Yeah, Wesker was, my main, and I also used Deadpool, and I don't think Deadpool...
Who was your team in MVC3?
Wesker, Dante, and Deadpool.
I did the same thing, only except of Deadpool, I used, Doom.
Oh, okay. Is that the little, green eyeball dude?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Dante could be... No, I don't think Dante would work, though. He's already been in PlayStation All-Stars, and...
Oh, wait. Are you talking about Smash or MVC for Dante?
Smash.
Okay, but it has to be the old Dante, not the new Dante. The new Dante is shit.
Well, I mean, they kind of already have the new one established, so I guess they probably would end up using him.
Fuck! Wait, didn't they use the old one in Infinite, though?
Oh, maybe they did, actually. I don't know. I know they used the new one in PlayStation All-Stars, but that game came out probably 5 years ago.
Oh, shit, I had an idea.
Okay.
They had Snake from Metal Gear, right?
Yeah.
If Nami will ever get their head out of their ass, instead of Snake, get Raiden.
Yeah, he could be cool. He was in PlayStation. I don't would they ever do people who were in PlayStation All-Stars and also put them on in Smash Bros? I feel like they might.
I don't know.
It could happen, but yeah, Devil May Cry, Arthur would work. I think there's some character that I just saw and I thought that he could be kind of hilarious in the game. I don't know, some of these bigger more realistic characters could work at Smash Bros. But just imagine seeing Bayonetta kind of works, so
Was Bayonetta even on a Nintendo game before?
It basically is a Nintendo game at this point. Bayonetta 2 and 3 are both exclusives, so pretty much. Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, the guy from Dead Rising. That could be funny because he goes in the mall and he picks up guns and tools and shit. I think that could be kind of funny. He uses all those kind of moves. He fights like a wrestler too, so he could body slam people. I think that'd be kind of hilarious. So anything?
What?
Oh jeez, anything else outside of the normal?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Maybe. I don't know if we want Star Wars and Smash Bros. Though, because those are both pretty bad fan bases. So put them together.
Yeah.
Could have death of multiple people.
I mean, I could have said Ben Swallow,
God damn it, stop.
Okay, Kylo Ren.
The meme's not funny anymore. Or actually, it never was.
No, Kylo Ren.
Well, Kylo Ren, no. He's no Darth Vader, I'm sorry to tell you.
What about Darth Maul?
Well, I mean, I think people, if it's gonna be any of them, pick Darth Vader, I guess.
Yeah, iconic.
Or Yoda, maybe.
I mean, he was in Soul Calibur.
I guess, but, that's kind of... Well, Darth Vader was in Soul Calibur also, actually.
And Ezio.
Yeah. Different games, though.
Oh, Ezio in Smash Bros.
Imagine. Oh, I know some guys that they could add. Some of the guys from the Final Fight series, like Hagar and all them. They could be cool because they actually... I think why Ryu is such a good character in Smash that I like to use is because he actually comes from a fighting game. So he plays, smoothly. Yeah, I'm still looking through these Capcom franchises.
Yeah, add more fighting game characters. Like, they actually, have, pre-established movesets that actually work, right?
Yeah. Hey, Hongju, maybe? From Tekken, even though he's dead, I guess.
I mean, they're gonna find a way to bring him back into the story, so...
Yeah, they always come back to life, don't they? Those two always kill each other, then they come back to life in the next game. Other fighting games.
Or at least make him DLC.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, maybe, but,
Injustice.
You see, I don't know where to draw the line at characters that should be allowed to Smash, because I never want to see a Smash game with Goku in it. And,
But Corey Baxter.
I never want to see a Smash Bros. With him in it either. He's too great for the game.
Oh yeah, he's too great for that game with such a shitty fan base.
But maybe Sega to Sashiro could actually work, no joke at all. He could probably be pretty cool.
Yeah, his final smash is the judo throw.
Bring him back some way. You brought back Rob, for freak's sakes, Segata's way more iconic than Rob. And, I don't know who else we could add for third party. I'm pretty much happy with the freaking roster we have right now.
Yeah. Ooh, get the wolf from Okami?
Yeah.
Get that in the game.
That could be cool, because he was cool in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, I actually used him for a while. Or her.
Yeah. Oh, and, I thought of the good... Okay, if they're gonna... Better than Solid Snake, they could add Simon Belmont. I think we kind of already said this, but...
Oh, yeah.
Somebody from Castlevania definitely should be in there, because that...
Oh, yeah.
Castlevania is, more iconic than Metal Gear, in my opinion.
Get Dracula.
Yeah. Oh, and Bomberman definitely has got to be there. I forgot about him. Because he has a game on the Switch that's exclusive. It was there at launch. That could get you some more sales for that game. You just put it in there, Konami. Oh, wait, I forgot it's Konami.
So long as there's no Splatoon or ARMS characters, I'm good.
Oh, why no Splatoon characters?
Because fuck that game.
Why? It's good.
You're a kid now! You're a squid now! I think I scared my dog.
Probably. I like that game. Maybe not ARMS. Well, ARMS is technically a fighting game, so... you'd probably want that, right?
Yeah, it's not the kind of fighting game I'm into.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think they kind of gave up on it, but Splatoon is still good. I think the Inklings will probably be in there, whether we like it or not, and I'd probably like it. I think maybe the Battletoads could be in there as well, even though they're kind of Xbox. That could be kind of cool. They're kind of not really... They've been in fighting games before, I think.
I'm not sure if this could work, but the angry video game nerd.
You imagine? CL's fuck at everything.
Yeah, that's just his only move. He yells fuck and everything, KOs everything in one hit.
And the best Smash character that we can add this third party is definitely Eggman. It'd be amazing. He'd be like Bowser Jr. with his freaking Wrecking Ball. He'd have such a good moveset. If they never added another Smash character again, and they could only add one more, it would definitely be, King K. Rool, obviously. And then if they could add a second one, it would definitely be, Segata, obviously. But if they could add a third one, it'd be Eggman. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. We appreciate you very much. And if you want to stay tuned in for more podcasts and other shenanigans, then hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, you know what to do. If you hated this video, you also know what to do. And leave a comment and say that you want to kill us in our sleep. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.